This reality is going to hit you high. It is going to test you. It's going to make you try to say that, I just want to quit. Everything that I've done in my life, I know what they. Everything that I've ever said is not worth it. But I'm here today. I'm here to give you a challenge. I'm here to try and ask you something. You're trying to compare yourself with other people. You're trying to actually say, these are the people who have achieved this, these are the people who have done this, these are the people who have actually attained certain sort of success in this manner and this way, and that is the world that we're living in. It's very easy right now to actually get lost inside the trends, inside the thing that is happening, inside the easy way out. But what if I tell you that everything that we have been created for is not easy? What if I tell you that the beauty of life is that you have to go through hardship? The beauty of life is that you have to go through certain things that test you, certain things that makes you to feel like you don't want to go through it, you don't want to try it, you don't want to put in any more effort, but you put in the effort anyway. What if that is the thing that we are supposed to be going through? Yeah, most of the time, we tell ourselves, I've reached the age, I've reached the limit, I've reached the point that I don't want to do anything anymore. I don't want to become any other thing anymore. Yes, you might compare yourself with other people. You might look at the trends and say, this word is trending, this word is actually having the say outside there, and I just want to do it. I just want to do what other people do. I just want to do what other people are actually in. But what if you are not meant to do what other people are doing? Yes. So what? You try and you fail because you are never meant to do that. And you realize one thing, that this fail is not my fail. My fail is not fair. The problem is we take a long period of our life trying to do certain things that are not meant for us, are not meant for us to actually to do and to actually to be involved in. And we take a lot of this period trying to justify other people's contradiction about our life, and we try to actually put ourselves through the pain zone that other people actually are in, instead of us taking ourselves to the pain zone that will make us grow and not make us shrink. Do you realize this one thing? That every single human being that is living on the planet Earth goes through the pain, yes. But other people go through the pain that actually make them to be demotivated, that actually makes them to feel like they are belittling themselves, and all this is happening because we know exactly what we need to do. Someone knows that he needs to go to the field and practice, because if he goes to the field and practice soccer, he can become a better soccer player. But he doesn't want to go through that pain of practicing, that pain, the discomfort of saying that, I'm out here, I'm outside here, and all that I'm going to do is that I'm going to put in the work. And the work that I'm going to put in is that I'm going to actually train. Yeah, most of us, we are lost. We are lost in one way, one route. That the only thing that I can do to be successful is if I go to school and become a doctor. Yes, you can go to school, become a doctor, but you are not happy with your life. So what is the meaning of that? Imagine that you live your entire life on the perspective of other people, of what other people thought that you should be, and you live all this life not living even a single day, experiencing the life that you yourself deserved. You yourself told yourself that you're going to live in. And then what? 4 years comes and goes and pass like that, and then you say, I wish that I could have time to actually go back and do what I like, to actually go back and do what I felt like was my purpose. The reason why I'm telling you this is, before my grandpa passed away, he told me one thing, that Brian, you know what, I really wish that I could have been born in your generation. I could have gone to school, and I could have studied, and I could have attained better marks in school, and I could have become all the sort of things that I wanted to become. I could have changed my life. I could have made myself the first priority. But I'm looking at his life, and I'm asking myself, does he have all the things that I would have called sort of success? Sure, there were there, because when I'm looking at his life, I realized that the man was a minister of land in the pre-colonial period where he was a minister of land in Uganda. And then this man says, if I had the time, yes, he had the time. He had the time. He was even a minister. So what was he telling me that I was in your period, in your prime period, that I would have gone to school and studied and become all the sort of things that I wanted to become? It means that even though he was a minister, even though he had studied medicine, even though he had all these things that I call success, even though he was remembered to be the man who had certain things, he had not attained his success. Why? It's because he realized that he had a lot inside of him, and he could have not achieved it, and he gave himself sort of, I can't do it, I'm too old, I'm this, I'm out of the league now, I'm about to die, and all of this. So what I'm asking myself every single day, will I actually hold something that has meaning in my life, to actually try and prove my point to other people that, okay, you know what, I can become what you said, because yes, you telling to me that I cannot go to school. Yes, I'll go to school, then what? And that is the loop that we are all focused in. Oh, you will not become anything if you don't do this. Yeah, you want to become anything, but what if you just take this dedication and say, they have said that I cannot become anything, and then you pull your head down and you say, all I need is pure dedication on what I know that I can do, on what I know that if I give this 100% of my energy, of my vitality, I will become somebody. And then you go in all, because look at my grandfather. He dies. Yes, he dies, but he dies an unhappy man. He dies, and he dies not accomplishing everything that he was born to accomplish. Is this the life that we want to live? And I'm sorry, because this is the sad thing that is happening right now in our society. What happened in our society right now is everybody is trying to think that, there is only one way out of this poverty that I'm going through, out of this problem that I'm going through, and that is to follow the trend. What if you are the one to set that trend? What if you are the one to set that new rule? What if you are the one who is supposed to actually pour in the work that other people will actually get to start to follow? And you want to follow other people's trend, and you want to follow other people's norm, and you want to follow what other people say. Is it not crazy? because you tell yourself, I don't have that time, I don't have that energy, I don't have that. Yeah, I need, just like me, I'm telling myself, for me to speak, I need to actually go and get a certificate to actually to have all that sort of approval. Yeah, because what do I need to prove to other people? That I can actually speak and I can actually change other people's life. It is crazy. And this time, one thing that you're going to realize is you got you. And this has been Brian from Brimax Vision. I'm trying to build this platform where I can help other people actually get through this thing that society have put us through, of trying to compare us with other people who have got success in certain field, and they only give us the spotlight, and they don't want to actually show us how these people got the spotlight. So young people, to older people, we have to know one thing, that it's very easy to actually be lost in trying to comparing yourself with other people, with trying to actually look your life and saying, I don't have it, and actually say, I will sleep in all day and I will not just do anything that will change my life. If you got this video, leave me a comment, tell me which chapter would you like me to actually go through, and I will get to here. Have a nice time.